Okay, everyone. Hi, everyone. My name is Peter Loshak. Today is December 18th. This is the live college basketball second half line show that I've started doing. Hopefully, the production process will get a little bit more streamlined. Maybe I'll have the link up for a few more hours each day. I realize I should probably do that so that people can have the link and prepare for it. Today's an intense day, a massive card. I am coming off of a losing day, although it wouldn't have been a losing day if it hadn't been for that Kent State overtime result. But yesterday was a quirky day, wacky day overall. I'm still up for the week, though, and obviously up for the entire season so far in the show because first week I was up. So it's middle of the week. Wednesdays are always very tough. Mondays I'm always very relaxed, rested, and chilled out. Tuesdays, things start to get a little bit more intense. Wednesdays and Thursdays, even now in December are the intense parts of the season. So we'll see how things turn out. It's a huge card. Halftimes are coming up soon. Hopefully the stats feeds will be okay. Yesterday's stats feeds were wonky. Annoyed me a little bit. But as you can tell right now, I'm intense. I'm focused. Still in a good mood, but we're not joking around right now. I mean, there's always a little bit of jokes. There's always an undertone of jokes, no matter what I'm doing. But it's going to be an intense card. I don't know how late we're going to go. There's like 17 or 18 7 o'clock games, and then a bunch at 7:30, and then 8, and then 8:30. So we'll play it by ear as we've been doing. Trunku, shout out to Trunku, Drizzle, Ron Lofton, J Lo, Lig Ma Balls, and Alex Ramirez, Shy Archie Archambault. Hopefully I can come up with a big winning day here. I got to focus. A lot of games. If you guys have any questions about any of the college basketball games tonight, obviously a lot of extraordinarily interesting situations. Just quickly check YouTube to make sure that everything is streaming. And hopefully we will. Everything will be cool. Cool and copacetic tonight. You just make sure that we're streaming, that everything's cool. I see that. I just want to see from my own eyes. No SEO we're doing, zero SEO, but that's okay because you don't come here for SEO, right? If you're here, you don't need SEO. SEO is supposed to bring you here. You're here for the research, which is what I do. Flipper 13, Melvin Betances, shout out to everyone. J Lo, Money Gang Sports in the house, shout out to you. We'll see how this all turns out. We'll see how long this goes. Melvin Betances. The games tonight, very, very interesting. Let me just remind myself all the games that are going on. Obviously, the North Carolina game in Gonzaga. Everyone's talking about that. North Carolina, obviously, very banged up, very, maybe overvalued in their past bunch of games, losing outright to Wofford and everything. So that game actually is a pass for me. The Oregon game, actually, I find very interesting. The Oregon game is very interesting. I think it's a little bit of a down spot for Oregon. I kind of like Montana, and I kind of like the over, and I kind of like the Montana team total over quite a bit. I don't think Oregon's going to clamp down too much on D. Montana's played a very tough schedule this year, and Oregon, of course, has also just been playing a bunch of tough teams in a row. This is a little bit of a down spot for them, I think, and I'm kind of looking at, I like Montana team total over as a play, and also vaguely liking the over and more so Montana plus the points. That's just one game that jumps out at me. Montana against Oregon is interesting. Utah against Kentucky, of course, at 11 o'clock. Two very young teams. Utah getting 11 points. On a neutral spot in Vegas, and vaguely liking Utah there plus 11. Montana team total over. Binghamton team total over is also a play that I'm liking. I like the over in that one. I like Binghamton plus the points as well. Binghamton has been undervalued all year long. Youngstown State's been decent also, though, ATS wise, and I like the over on that one. And the play I like the most, obviously, is the Binghamton team total over. It's not going to be a lot of joking around tonight. Just a lot of information that might be actionable. I'm going to try to focus only on team totals that I feel really, okay about giving out publicly. Binghamton, team total over. That's one I'm kind of liking, about 66 or so. 65.5. Binghamton, team total over. Utah State and South Florida, a very interesting game. South Florida, of course, returns a lot of starters this year. Not the greatest starters in the world, but a bunch. That's also a neutral site game, and Utah State is is was ranked obviously earlier in the year. They were high, big things were expected from them, and they've underwhelmed a bit and underachieved recently. I wouldn't be surprised to start picking things up around February, but as of right now, that's going to be a game that I'm going to have my eye on as far as second half play is concerned. Vaguely liking South Florida plus the points there, although I've already gotten burned once with South Florida. Kennesaw State, remember I had a good read on them when I gave a team total over. Their next game was a complete dud, which I was expecting, and I think this is also vaguely dud-esque. Belmont is a team that can blow a team like Kennesaw State out by 24 points. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens again. Belmont minus 24 might be decent. The Illinois-Chicago and Illinois State game, vaguely liking Illinois-Chicago plus the points and the under. So the Illinois State team total under is a play that I'm thinking about. But that Binghamton team total over. I'm particularly liking Tennessee and Cincinnati. Very interesting, right? Obviously, Tennessee is a team that is great defensively, has some problems offensively. They might outclass Cincinnati a little bit, and I'm leaning Tennessee here, -2. That's also a game that has halftime written all over it. Let's see, what else do we have here? Other games that are interesting. Just looking at all the games on the card, shouting out whatever is interesting to me. Oh, wait a minute. The Tennessee game already started, didn't it? Right. Sorry about that. All right. I'm looking at all the games that are. Yeah, we'll see. We're going to talk about that halftime when it comes up in about 15 minutes or so. All right. So just looking at the 7:30 games, 7:45 games. Yeah, Binghamton team total over. Liking that one, and Binghamton plus the points and the over. Let's see. What else do we have from the 8 o'clock games and on? The New Orleans line is tricky, but I think that New Orleans should be a favorite. Not exactly sure why that line is so low. So New Orleans -2.5 is something that I like a little bit and bet. The Michigan State Northwestern game, very interesting. Obviously, Northwestern, a very schizophrenic team, right? Sometimes, winning by 10 as a big underdog, sometimes losing by 10 as a big favorite. I'm not sure, the side of Michigan State seems trappy here, but I do kind of like the under at 139.5 and maybe the Northwestern team total under as well. I like the under on that one, 139.5 a bit. The edge I see as big, but my confidence on it is low. So I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. The Delaware State game, I like Delaware State against Delaware. Recently, if you remember, I tweeted out the Delaware State team total over, and I kind of like them again here, plus the points. Although this time, it's not the Delaware State team total over that I'm liking. It's the Jacksonville State team total under that I'm kind of liking. But in general, Delaware State plus the points looks kind of attractive to me. And then the St. Mary's Arizona State game, very interesting. Of course, this is technically at a neutral site, but it's being played in Arizona. And Arizona State has, St. Mary's is not too impressive to me. My numbers on this one say that Arizona State, even assuming that it's a purely neutral site, would have value at Pick'em and a vague lean to the over. So I'm kind of liking, Arizona State at Pick'em and the Arizona State team total over as well. And again, the Montana team total over and plus 18. All right, who knows how long this night will go? Ooh, I'm already kind of feeling it. Let's check the comments section. What's up, everyone? All right. Gerardo Hernandez, Norm L. If you got anything, yeah, Flipper 13. We got halftime Virginia game right now. Can't really look at that right now. It was just too huge of a card. Flipper 13. Shout out to you, Alex Plays, Walla Walla Dose, Melvin Betances. Any questions about any college basketball games? Just shout them out. It's an intense night. I'm coming off of a. What happened to these? Hold on. Was Try Archie the first comment here? Yeah, I think so. All right. Okay. Want to make sure there's no comments were getting deleted. Okay. Pressure's on. A lot of games tonight. Need to keep my cool when these second half lines come out. Again, down spot for Oregon, I think. Kind of like in Montana plus 18 and probably a little bit more so, or quite a bit more so, the Montana team total over. I could see this one not being particularly defense-oriented. Utah catching double digits at Kentucky. Not sure why that line is justified. Arizona State. Math says Arizona State, my math, other people's math might be different, but my math says Arizona State is the way to go. My numbers are down on St. Mary's right now, at least ATS-wise. Has been consistently saying they're overvalued for a few games in a row. Vaguely liking the over. Louisville is interesting. They stepped it up offensively recently, and that might happen again. I kind of like the over at 141 there. Miami of Ohio obviously is a team that can play high-scoring games, and I think that is what will happen again with Louisville. Modest lean to the over on that one. Very modest, and particularly the first half over. More so the first half over in the Louisville game. Delaware State catching all those points is interesting. South Dakota State minus 12 at home against Florida Gulf Coast. Liking that one a bit as well. Florida Gulf Coast, of course, is flopping pretty significantly this year. Losing ATS game in and game out, getting blown out game in and game out, and this does not feel like the spot, nor do the statistics indicate that it's a spot for a bounce back for Florida Gulf Coast. If they get down, they can easily get blown out, as they have been getting blown out in recent games this year. So South Dakota State minus 12 is also something that I kind of like. Again, under in the Michigan State Northwestern game. New Orleans a little bit. Arkansas State, small lean to the over, and more so the first half over in the Arkansas State game. And again, Binghamton, that's the one I think I might be liking the most. If I had to give one play out of the entire card the rest of the way, it would probably be the Binghamton team total over. Liking Binghamton, liking the over, and the Binghamton team total over most of all, about 65.5 or 66-ish. Okay, let me now pull up some of my sheets here. Second halves will start coming up in about 10 minutes or so, and then it's just going to be, weirdness and insanity all around, because there's going to be line after line after line, 18 games at 7 o'clock with halftime lines. And we'll see how it all turns out, won't we? Yeah, we will. I'm just setting my sheets up here. Again, regular viewers of this show will know that there's going to be a lot. But when the lines are coming up, there's going to be downtime, because all it's going to be is me pulling up sheets, looking at numbers, crunching numbers, and then giving opinions and shouting out plays. I'll try to give as many opinions as I can. I'll try to give an opinion on everything I'm looking at, even if I don't make an official play out of it. But there's going to be a lot of downtime. A lot when the picks are coming out, obviously, and when the second half lines are coming out. When they're not out, of course, we'll be making jokes, talking about the basketball games coming up, trading opinions, getting stuff from anyone who has a particular read on a particular team or conference, which is always extremely, extraordinarily valuable. Ooh, pressure's on here. Jay Bunn, any thoughts on Vandy Loyola Chicago second half? I'll look at that right now. I wasn't planning on looking at it. I don't know if it's still up, but I will look at it. Now the pressure is on. Pressure is on. Want to have a good day. Focusing here. Okay, I'm looking at the lines coming in now. Hold on. Where is that line? All right, give me a moment. Tennessee's beating Cincinnati, yeah. Yeah, I like Vanderbilt here, actually. I do like Vanderbilt here, and I'm going to bet it. Small. Make Vanderbilt minus 120 on the money line. A play. We'll start off right there. Vanderbilt. Money line, minus 120. And we'll grade that one medium. Vanderbilt money line minus 120, graded medium, and that is that's a play. That's a bet. Thank you for pointing that out. Not a huge edge, but the numbers say do it. It makes sense to me, and I'm okay with it. If it loses, that's fine. All right. Okay. Pressure is freaking on. Let's get it. Christopher Comatini, shout out to you. Norm L. Tail, Binghamton Bearcats team total over 65.5. Look, If it loses, what can I say? But Binghamton's been undervalued this year, all year long. I've been betting them. I've been betting on them. Youngstown State's been good as well, ATS wise. In general, to my knowledge, there's definitely a team that I don't. They're not on my list of teams to bet against, and I kind of like the over in that one as well. And the first half over, I think is worth a shot too. But the best play of all, probably the Binghamton team total over 65.5. James Samek, did we talk about second half Vanderbilt yet? Yes, I just made Vanderbilt second half money line minus 120 and official play graded medium. Official play graded medium. Total is tricky, nothing on the total. Oof, this is intense. I'm very thankful that my plays so far overall have been positive. Got to keep it that way. Can't get too hasty with this stuff, Can't be throwing out too much borderline stuff. I hope that Vanderbilt play wasn't hasty. Loyola Chicago's deep. They're not a team I like betting against, but the number said modest lean. I mean modest value with Vanderbilt. Definitely a quality team though. Don't love betting against Loyola Chicago for sure. It's a neutral site game. All right, 7:39. The second half lines are going to come up pretty soon. Vanderbilt's a very up and down team. A lot of volatility with their results. They blew out a quality Buffalo team. They lost to Liberty. They're a team that jumps out at me as high volatility, which just adds to the potential heart attacks when it comes to betting second half lines with them involved. But I made it a play. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, comments. Flipper 13. This show is awesome. I got pen and paper handy. Flipper 13. You know how I feel. All I need is one guy who loves the show and two guys who like it, and that's it. Justified as far as I'm concerned. I could be sitting here and being like, Peter, how many viewers do you get, like on your show live? And I could be like, like 3 or 4. Sometimes if there's nothing else going on, 5 or 6, but they love it. Half of them love it, and the other half like it, and that's enough for me. And they'd be like, so that's enough for you, huh? Yep, that's fine. Fine. Christopher Comatini says Pete is the man. Perfect rotation says Pete. You are a legend in my book, and you know what? That's the only book I want to read. Okay? The Iliad, the Odyssey, who cares? I want to read Perfect Rotations book. That's it. People are like, so what book did you read last? Perfect Rotations book. What's that? It's a book that says I'm a legend. Okay, whack job. Perfect Rotation. Legend in his book. That's all I need. Shout out to you, Perfect Rotation. It's people like you that put the pressure on me to give these freaking winning picks. Because of the picks lose and people who say stuff like that about me, tail them and lose money, it just kills me. You understand? You understand why I suffer from AIPP, all in on public plays syndrome? Do you understand? You understand now? Sharp Money says it's 12:30, 4 a.m. in the UK. Yes, I like it. UK, what a place. What a wacky place the UK. What a wacky place the whole world is. Eric Rosa says, tail both these Kent State plays. They were perfect balls, just overtime got us. Yes, and like I said in the show yesterday, to add, salt to the wound or insult to injury or whatever, if your plays overall are positive EV, then you would expect to be screwed by overtime more than you would expect to be saved by overtime. You can say, well, overtime luck will even out long term. Not if your plays are positive EV. If your plays are positive EV, you would expect to get screwed by overtime more than you would expect to get saved by overtime long term. Comes with the territory, though. Hell yeah. Shout out to you, Perfect Rotation. J-Rock, shout out to you. Nello L. Pete, what you drinking? Dark rum? No, just coffee, man. Just coffee. I don't even have. I can't even make any jokes right now because I'm in intense mood. I gotta focus. The pressure's on. Shout out to you, Alex Ramirez. EJV says we all love this show. Chris Comatini. We happy few. That's Shakespeare. We band of brothers hitting these halftime lines in college basketball. Flipper 13. I love you, Flipper 13. What a supportive guy and what a great friend and what a great human being. You know, Flipper 13 first came into the shows I was doing wanting to slam me. He was an old timer. He's like, I've been around the block 5 or 6 times, man. This isn't even my second time around the block. But he watched the show, and what do you know? He liked me. Hearts and minds. Shout out to everyone. Sharp Money, what's good, Pete Gonzaga? That's a crazy, wacky game. I'm staying off it. I'd love to take the under, but Gonzaga, is not a team I feel comfortable taking unders with. All the injuries and uncertainty with North Carolina. It's just a stay off game. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to make a bet on every game, and especially when you got 55 other games to bet on. What can I say? Shout out to Jesse Nemeth. Shout out to Flick, My Bick. Shout out to Suze 387. Gerardo Hernandez, Suz 387. All right, it's 7:44 Eastern time. Let me see if any halftime lines are coming up. All right, here we go. Roller coaster. Roller coaster begins now. And what I might do is really take it easy as far as actual picks are concerned. I'll say my opinions on every line that I see, but I got to keep my friggin' record positive. Otherwise, everything starts to get all crazy and funky and whacked out real fast. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games until the record goes positive. Because I'm not here with a million guests and all this shit. It's just me. I can't be like, yeah, my personal record's positive, I guess, and this and that and the other. It's just me. If the picks are bad, it's like, well, why are we watching the show again? Yeah, it's informative and funny. But if the picks are bad, yeah, I guess we should still watch it. Yeah. No, I want people to be enthusiastic. And in sports betting, it's just enthusiasm. You need to have at least slightly winning picks, right? Not if you're like friggin', some former athlete. No, you don't need winning picks. Not if you're a famous comedian, like what's that guy's name? The guy who does all the impressions. The guy who does all the fucking impressions. Was on Mad TV. What the hell is his name? I can't remember the fuck his name. Artie Lang. Artie Lang could do a. That's not what I'm thinking about. Caliendo, Frank Caliendo. He could do a sports show and give out losing picks. Artie Lang could do a sports show and give out losing picks. Any ex-athlete could do a sports show and give out losing picks. Attractive women could give out sports shows and give out losing picks. Not me. But you know what? I welcome it. I welcome the challenge. I'm glad I'm not a famous comedian or athlete or attractive chick. I welcome it. Bring it on. Right, the Valparaiso game is, the line is up. Okay. Look at the Valparaiso line right now. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Well, the numbers say Valparaiso minus 6.5 and the under. And the High Point team total under. Numbers like all of them, but small. God, I just got hit with feelings of love for everyone who's so supportive of me. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to me. You really don't. And thank you so much. Okay. Right, I'm going to make under 74.5 and a high point team total under 34. Don't go crazy with all detailing all these plays. I'm probably going to have a lot of plays tonight. A lot of them are going to lose. I'm just hoping that overall they turn out to be positive. You have to bet size very appropriately. Okay, under 74.5, medium small. High Point Valpo under 74.5, medium small. I might have to do a separate video on like bet sizing and money management for college basketball, because you really got, I don't want people to be like, okay, under it is, a quarter of my bankroll, and then it loses or goes into overtime or whatever, and then people are screwed. And then you're like, but we won't blame you, Loshak. No, I don't want you to feel bad. I don't care who you blame. I don't want you to blame yourself. I don't want it to happen. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Okay. Under 74.5, medium small. The High Point game. And also High Point team total under small. It's 34. Numbers also say Valpo, but all right, let's move on to some other games. I would spend more time on that if there weren't 15 other games coming up, but moving on. Oh, fuck. All right. Everything's coming in. All right, let's quickly look at Tennessee. What can we see there? Oh, shit. UIC, Illinois. Come on. Oh, please don't tell me computer program problems right now. Okay. All right. Yeah, the Illinois State game, like what I say in the beginning, UIC and the under and the Illinois State team total under was what I liked the most. That's how the first half went. The numbers are saying Illinois State second half, though. The halftime numbers are saying Illinois State second half. All right, Illinois State second half minus 195. That's a play. Illinois State minus 195 second half. That's a medium play. Rated medium. Illinois State minus 195 medium. Again, Illinois State money line minus 195, rated medium. I'm going to look at the Tennessee-Cincinnati game right now. Look at that. Eastern Tennessee State up on LSU. Wow. All right. I love you all. Hopefully you're being entertained here. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm looking at Cincinnati right now. The under and the Cincinnati team total unders are looking like possible plays, and Tennessee. Okay, I'll start with the Cincinnati team total under 35.5, medium small. Tennessee money line minus 150, medium small. So again, Cincinnati under 35.5, medium small. Tennessee minus 150, medium small. And the numbers also indicate small edge on the under at 73. Okay, and I will add that one on as well. Under 73, that's just going to be small. So Cincinnati, team total under 35.5, medium small. Tennessee, team minus 150, medium small. And the under 73, small. Although actually, really, that should be medium small. Yeah, I'll make that one medium small as well. The under 73, medium small. All of them medium small. All right. No time to stray on these games here. Niagara, St. Bonaventure, that's an interesting one. I'm just going to try to get to as many as possible. As many as possible. Hope this is entertaining for you in some way, shape, or form. Wow, look at that. Ball State up on Georgia Tech. All right. I'm just going to get to as many as possible. This is intense right now. Be nice if my computer was a little bit faster. Maybe I'll try to get a second computer. Damn it. Faster computer. Damn it. I'm going to do a GoFundMe. Too much stuff to look at here. Too much stuff to look at here while I'm doing a video. Computer freezing up. Come on, God. All right. Computer freezing. Okay, here we go. Well, numbers like the under in St. Bonaventure, small. But I'm going to hold off on that one. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, streaming is definitely, when there's games like this, I'm going to need a second computer. Oh, man. Georgia Tech minus 6 and 69. Wow. Numbers say take Georgia Tech at 405. All right, I can't endorse that. I'm not going to make that a public play, but I have to note it. Numbers like Georgia Tech. Buffalo minus 2.5 and 80. Let's look at that. Numbers like Buffalo a little bit. Yeah, the numbers like Buffalo. Pre-game and halftime. All right, I'm going to make that one a play. Buffalo minus 170 money line. That could be medium or medium big. I'm going to grade it medium. Buffalo minus 170. That's an official play. Medium. Graded medium. Numbers really like that one. That could be medium big. That could be considered medium big. But I'm going to keep it at medium. Buffalo minus 170. That's an official play. And the numbers kind of like the over on that one. Little bit. And the Buffalo team total over they like. Man, they do like the Buffalo team total over. I'm not going to make that an official play, but I have to note it here. That's not an official play, though. But Buffalo minus 170 was. Okay, let's look at Indiana State, Tennessee State. Interesting. Numbers like Tennessee State here. Yeah, numbers like Tennessee State. Yeah, the numbers like Tennessee State here. All right, Tennessee State plus 3.5. That's an official play. Tennessee State plus 3.5. That could be big or medium big. I'm going to make it big, graded big. Tennessee State plus 3.5. Big. That is an official play. Big, graded big. Tennessee State plus 3.5. That's a play. And the numbers like under just a little bit. We don't have time to do that. Move on. Oh, Richmond Old Dominion. That's an interesting game, right? Old Dominion very overvalued right now. Let me find that one. And Marist, New Hampshire. I want to look at that one. Computer slowing down. Come on. Every second matters. Oh, come on. Oh, God. Come on. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You're killing me here, computer. All right, I got to get a second one for days like these. Looking at lines here. Oh, God. Come on. Not now. Computer's slowing down. Yeah. Numbers like Richmond, but very small. I don't even think that's actionable. And a slight lean to the over. Am I talking too slow? I mean, too softly all of a sudden? All right, that's going to be a pass. Sorry. All right, let's see what else we got. What else is coming up here? VCU Charleston, we can look at that. It's VCU minus 6.5, 74. Wow. Ooh. Oh. Computer. Oh. Oh, man, the VCU game is already off. That one really liked VCU. I wish I had caught that. Really would have liked VCU. Fucking computer. Taking extra seconds on every click. Not cool. DePaul, Cleveland State. Fuck. Not cool. Slow computer. Probably would have had a play on VCU there. If I'd caught it. small lean to the over in the DePaul Cleveland State game, but I'm not gonna make that one an official play. Damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna need a second computer for these 18 game cards. We got some calls in though. Didn't even get to look at LSU. Unbelievable. LaSalle Wagner, that's not playable, I don't think. The SC Upstate game, though, that's interesting if we can get. All right, I'm going to get a new computer or a second computer. This is unacceptable. You can't just be hemorrhaging seconds here. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be hemorrhaging seconds. Okay, looking at my numbers here. Yeah, my numbers liked SC Upstate at the beginning of the game. Slightly into SC Upstate here as well, but that's not going to be a play either. We got some plays in. We would have had a few more probably if my computer had been a little quicker on the updraw. On the uptake. Whatever the hell it's called. Damn. Sorry, guys. That was okay. Not a disaster, but not where I want to be. I'm going to have a second computer here for sure. We're just giving a last-minute once-over this LaSalle situation. You know, if there's 18 games and I give 4 picks that win, from a show perspective, people might think that's not that great. But when I have to put it up on my record publicly for all on Twitter to see, that's a relief. All right. So let's see where we are. We'll check the comments section. If no one's watching, we'll stop the stream. If people are watching, we'll keep going. We'll check what games are coming up on the docket. You know, Flipper 13's there. Oh, shit, the Connecticut game. Let's look at that. Oh, man, I missed the UCF game, too. Ugh. All right. Well, whatever. I would have had UCF in that one. Connecticut minus 6.5 and 69. Blowing them out as expected. Well, the number's like under small here. And I will make that one a play. Under 69. Minus 115. UConn under 69. Minus 115. That's medium, small, or medium. I'll grade that one. I'll grade that one medium. Under 69 minus 115. That's graded medium. UConn and St. Peter's. Under 69 minus 115. Medium. And even the numbers indicate a slight edge on UConn. Team total under 38. Wow, that surprises me. Really? Team total under 38 for UConn? Damn. All right, I'll do it. I'll make it a pick, whatever. Medium, small. The numbers say do it. Who am I to disagree on that? That surprises me a little bit. Okay, let's see what else we have going on. Interesting there. Oh man, the UCF game. God, I would have been on the UCF game one way or another. Probably I don't know, team total or something. The LSU game, very interesting. The Marist UNH game, I wish I could have seen that one. Oh man, the Greensboro Vermont game. Oh, I would have been on something there. Fuck, we missed that one too. Damn. VCU Charleston, I would have probably been on VCU. What else did we miss? Let's wallow in some regret for the next couple seconds here. Jacksonville Presbyterian probably would have been on something, but all right. Let's check the comments section, see what the hell's going on. Hope you're all, we gave out a bunch of plays. What do we wind up doing? Illinois State plus 195 medium, Cincinnati under, Cincinnati team total under, and Tennessee medium smalls, Buffalo minus 170 medium. Big play was Tennessee State plus 3.5 big. UConn under 69 minus 115 medium. All right, so we got some plays out. If my computer had been a little faster, I didn't crunch the numbers, but just eyeballing this, probably would have had something on UCF. Probably would have had something on something in the Marist game, although I don't know what. Maybe Marist. Probably something in the Vermont game, although I don't know what. Would have had VCU probably. Probably wouldn't have had anything on the Jacksonville game. And that's about it. I wonder what I would have done. Wonder what those numbers would have done told me. Something good, maybe. Hope this is entertaining, interesting. Yeah, UCF. Man, that UNH Marist game and the Vermont Greensboro. God, those are the kinds of games that I really tend to find second half plays on one way or another. Oof, damn it. Missed them. I got to get something super fast. My internet connection is super fast. It's just this freaking computer, I guess. Little old. VCU. I would have had VCU probably money line. Well, the 7:30 games are coming up. Let's look at some comments here, and then we'll get to those. Ron Lofton, just us and one ignorant dude. I wonder what that has to do with. Let's see. Mr. Gokster. Shout out Mr. Gokster. How you doing, buddy? The guy who's living it up in rural Canada. Dear Player Ski. Shout out to everyone. George Munson. Oh, there we go. See, now where did this guy come from? Where the hell did this guy come from? See, that's another thing. This guy, he's probably getting slick. The spam bots know to come in when I'm in the midst of looking at these games. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Let's remove this guy. How do we do this? Does that do it? Okay, there you go. Shout out to Robbie Tagaloa. I'm looking at some comments here. Shout out to Maxwell Smart. Shout out to Maxwell Smart. Funny guy. David Hutton, Pete, live play question. I read that you can get an edge if you wait until the final 8 minutes and have a team up by 10. The books don't adjust the subs and players giving up. Thoughts? Yeah, I'm not deep in the minutiae of live betting that much, but I did just talk to the live betting guy. I talk about this all the time. I know a guy who's on the forefront of live betting software and booking. He works high up in one of these places. I don't want to name the place, name the guy, but he can answer any live betting question that anyone has. And I was thinking of making some sort of segment where you guys, hit me up with any questions you have. I feed them to him and then give them back to you some way, one way or another. In the meantime, we got to get to some games here, right? Belmont game, Jesus. All right. Man, hope you're enjoying this. Just a little bit frustrated and annoyed that it's not really my fault. I did my best, although you could say that not. Look at that, Valparaiso way up. Yeah, the numbers said it. I didn't have the balls to pull the trigger on Valpo. All right, we got some other games. I hope you're having a good time. And really, it's true. I don't think there's the depth to this show could sink that the few people who really love it, the 4 or 5 people who really love it, would not tune in. And that makes it all worthwhile to me. 4 or 5 people. People are like, well, how are you going to make money with 4 or 5 viewers? We don't make any money doing this show. Are you kidding me? You think I'm making money doing this show? No, fuck out of here. How are we going to make any money with 4 or 5 viewers? We don't make money on this show. We just do it for the passion and the love. All right, no 7:30 games coming up. Although there's a chance you could make money if some book wants to sponsor the show and pay me, I'll promote the hell out of it. Has to be a reasonable book, though. But I'm not too picky. I'll promote any book. I'll promote any book. If they pay me. All right. No lines coming up yet. Now the Belmont line. All right, let's quickly look at that. Yeah, Belmont up by 12. Kennesaw State just not a very good spot, I don't think. Yeah, although the numbers, halftime numbers like Kennesaw, actually, pregame numbers like Belmont for this line here. Let me look a little bit further, look a little bit deeper. Yeah, my lean on this one was the Kennesaw State team total under full pregame, but the halftime lines say that's a pass. Halftime lines actually have a slight lean to Kennesaw plus 12. It's not going to be a play, but I'm not going to make that an official play, but that's what they're saying. I'm being a little picky today, I am being a little bit more conservative than maybe I was yesterday, throwing out picks like Elon willy-nilly. Yeah. Yeah, this Belmont game is a complete pass in all ways. Sorry. Would love to have given out something there, but that's not going to be a play. No other lines are up yet. I guess, yeah. I guess we'll wait till the 7:30 lines, and then there's a whole bunch of 8:00 games. Right? I don't even remember how many. Let me pull up the schedule very quickly. Hope you're all having an okay time here. Yeah, there's 9 8:00 games. There's the 7:30, the 7:45 games. I don't know how late you want to hang on here, but yeah, we'll hang on for the 8:00 games for sure. Man. Pretty sure I would have had something with one of those Marist, New Hampshire or Greensboro, Vermont games. Sorry, I'm just looking at lines, looking at stuff, looking at all this stuff. UCF, almost certainly would have had something there. Wow, the LSU game. Eastern Tennessee blowing them out again in the second half. Look at that. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves. My name is Peter Loshak. Alabama blasting Samford. All right, some of these games are coming up. South Florida winning. The Binghamton game not going that great. Binghamton not scoring a lot. Again, if it loses, sorry. Florida Gulf Coast getting blasted, just like I would have expected. Arkansas State game, healthy pace, just like I was sort of thinking. Yeah, look at that. The Northwestern game, just like I said, Northwestern, it's a low-scoring game so far. All right, we'll see what else comes up here. Shout out to everyone. We're going to go at least until 9:00 when the 8:00 games are done, and then we'll make a decision at that point what we want to do. Let's see. Any other comments? Joe Anthony, great time. I'm in on all your plays. Okay. All right. Let's see. Dear Player Ski says, it's a nice beat bong time. Okay. Mr. Gokster, Binghamton AHL is a fade. Yeah, man, I wonder what Mr. Gokster, what's the juice on those AHL lines? Are they just like 110 lines? Those seem, they must have low limits, right, Gokster? I mean, those games must be like, if you're a local to one of those teams or follow those teams religiously, you can just pick those lines off, right? All right, let's see what we got. I'm looking for it. Nello I says, love Pete's show and player amazing. Shout out to you, Nello I. Jonathan Nelson, let's get this cash, Pete. We're trying. Comments coming in. Sean B saying, don't make him an admin, LOL. Yeah, if any of you caught it, the last time we had a nice spam bot coming in for 2 seconds, I made him an admin. The AI wasn't prepared for that, was it? They were like, we've never seen this before. Some idiot makes us an admin, makes us a moderator of his channel when we're trying to spam him. Gokster says, great angles. I usually do $50 or $100 bets. You can find when teams had call-ups and call-downs, lines never adjust in time. Yeah, a market like that. And what's even better is that, like, if the lines are low enough, if the limits are low enough, the books aren't even caring if the lines don't adjust in time. Shout out to Jesse Nemeth. All right, let me see. If there's any lines up, we're going to be here until at least 9:00. Okay, Sam Houston State game. This is a tough one. That's a game that I didn't even look at pregame. That's a very tough one. But we'll do the 8:00 games here, though. Okay. Oh, VCU, look at that. God, would have had VCU, man. Okay. Tennessee State's going to need to pick it up. That's not good. Valpo, not great. Not terrible. Tennessee looking all right. Vanderbilt not looking good. Geez, I don't know, guys. Look, I do my best here. You know, what can I tell you? Oh, God, but I would have had VCU in some capacity. So frustrating and annoying. Took it off right when I saw it. All right, let's look at that. The Southwest Southland. Here we go. Northwestern State. But, you know, we'll talk about college basketball in general. I do my research. You do your research. Yeah, the numbers are saying take Northwestern State here. Ugh, plus 8.5. Really? That's what they're saying. All right, I'll take it. Make it a play. Do what the numbers say. Northwestern State plus 8.5, medium small. Just following the numbers on that one. It's actually a borderline medium play. Okay, Northwestern State plus 8.5. Medium play. And a slight lean to the Northwestern State team total over as well. This is definitely a lot harder when I'm doing it. I'm a lot more gun shy when I'm giving public plays than when I'm just doing it by myself. When I'm by myself, no problem. Small play, big money line, you know, big underdog, no problem. If it loses, I'm fine. Review later, review my methodology. It's all cool. Public plays just a whole different ballgame. Because as I've said from day one when I was doing videos, I care way more about plays I give publicly than anything I bet myself. Northwestern State plus 8.5, medium small. Alabama Samford is up. This is turned into a wacky game. Let's look at this. Wow, look at that. LSU just getting ragdolled by Eastern Tennessee State. Unreal. Unbelievable. Okay, let me look at Alabama Samford. Yeah, this one. Yeah, another team total. I didn't really like the side. Very small lean to Alabama, very small lean to the over, but the Alabama team total over liked a bit more. But halftime, this is just unplayable. Like my spreadsheets are like short circuiting from this. Can't even compute these halftime lines for this wacky game. Alabama up by 20. Yeah, That's a pass. All right, let's see what's up. Yeah, Northwestern State plus 8.5, medium small. League My Ball says, Pete, what numbers speak to you? All of them, man. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 12, 15, all of them. They all speak to me in various ways. Nello I says Northwestern money line or points. No, I said Northwestern State plus 8.5. Man, this is tiring, stressful. Why do I put myself through this? Love is always the answer. All right, let's look at the, although it'd be less stressful if I, now it'd probably be just as stressful even if I got a fast computer. Ugh. Southland, come on. Yeah, this SF Austin game is probably a complete pass. Yeah, numbers say nothing, basically. Nothing on that one. That's ridiculous. All right, let's see what else is coming down the pike. South Florida game in a few minutes. Binghamton. Oof. Not good. I mean, these lines are tough. You know what I'm saying? I'm going up against, fucking spreadsheets and PhDs and statisticians and all these guys with models and AIs setting these lines. If I could beat them 54%, 54.5%, that's pretty damn impressive. So there's going to be a lot of losses if you're beating something 54.5%. You know what I'm saying? It's fun to try, though. All right, let's look at what's going on in this Binghamton game. That Illinois State game. Pregame numbers said UIC, but the halftime numbers are strong on Illinois State, so I went for it. We'll see how that turns out. Binghamton, man. Look at that. Yeah, halftime numbers say pass, pregame numbers say Binghamton. Can't pull the trigger on it. And they say small edge to the over, 72.5, but that's not going to be an official play either. Although they like it. And the Binghamton team total at 37. I like that one too. Can't give it though. Definitely gun shy with these public plays, man. But I'm sharing with you my thoughts anyway. New Orleans might be a play second half. USF, be interesting to see what the halftime score is and what the lines are. VCU, man, I would have had that one in Tennessee State getting blown out. Oh, this is bad. Sorry, guys. Doing my best here, Doing my best. Vanderbilt probably not going to cash. All right, doing my best here. You know what I'm saying? Doing my best here. Shout out to Nasty Nate. Yeah, Tennessee State's getting beat. What can I tell you? Sorry, I bet it myself. The numbers were indicative. It's fucking stupid numbers. Pre-game lines, pre-game numbers said nothing, said pass, but the halftime numbers said take it. Liked it a lot. What can I tell you? There's a lot of losses. Anything you're doing in any sports endeavor. And this happens to the pros too, right? You know what I mean? All of them. Ed Fang, the other guy, Rufus Peabody, all these dudes, Rob Pizzola, they all take huge losses, huge losing runs, all that stuff. They don't care. This is just how it goes. This is how sports betting goes. Flip a 55% weighted coin 1,000 times and see what happens. You'll see some big losing runs for sure. I'm just trying to be entertaining here. Nasty Nate says, I love Pete. Well, there's two. Now you got Flipper 13 and Nasty Nate. Mission accomplished, I guess. Oof. All right. Hope everyone's enjoying this. We'll do the 8 o'clock games and we'll probably wrap it up. Definitely won't do the 9 o'clock games. There's 3 8:30 games. Yeah, those are like, St. John's, the Louisville game, interesting, and then the Jacksonville State game. Might be a play on Jacksonville State. I'll tweet it out. The plays I tweet out are usually plays that I feel like, quite strong about, strong enough to tweet out. I tweeted out Miami money line yesterday, which pushed, although they covered people who took the spread at plus 2.5. That's how this stuff goes. You're not only going to have losing runs, but you're going to have a lot of close calls. Not only are you going to have a lot of close calls, you're going to have mostly close calls, right? Because when they make a line tight, most of the results are going to land close to that line, Got to be aware of how all this stuff works. Yeesh. Ah, God. I don't know what I did wrong. The VCU game. I would have been on that one for sure. Just missed it. Okay, we'll wait till the 8 o'clock games come, and then we will wrap it up. Yeah, I got to get back into just handicapping major sports, a small number of games. You give out, 3 or 4 picks. If you go 3-1, everyone's like, this guy's funny and a genius. If you go 1-3, they're like, all right, it's just 4 picks. Anything can happen. Giving out a high volume of picks like this is just treacherous because even if you wind up hitting 54%, you're going to have your bad runs. I just got to get some gig where I'm just like, handicapping high-profile games, in-depth, giving out a small bunch of opinions, And then you're cool. 3-2, everyone's like, this guy's great. 2-3, he was almost profitable. If you go 0-5, then you make a joke about it. If you go 5-0, people are like, this guy's God. And all go 5-0, all of a sudden you got 50,000 followers on Twitter because you went 5-0 in one NFL Sunday. That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. All right, we'll wait till the 8:00 games come, which should be in about 7 minutes. Let's look at some LOI. You win some, you lose some. The Deer Slayer Ski, hit the like button. I'm going to give a shout out to all you guys right now. I love you all. Nello, Deer Slayer, Ski, Lig My Balls, Eric Rosas, Alex Ramirez, Nasty Nate, all you guys. Thank you for your support. Robbie Tagaloa, Jonathan Nelson, James Samek. Yeah, John Sealing say, Pete, you're awesome. Even the best of the best have problems, And then, I mean, the thing is that of course, I mean, I'm not even going to reveal a trade secret because it's an extraordinarily open secret. But when those guys give their records, there's if you cherry pick the starting and end points, obviously you can make it look much rosier than it really looks. You handicap 5 different sports. You have 5 different sets of results. You cherry pick each one, and you're going to get a couple of sports where it's just like you're looking like you're kicking ass, which is, I don't know. I mean, maybe, if this is supposed to be fun, then you got to do that. You know what I mean? If you're trying to have fun, I don't know if honesty is the best policy, right? In many cases, honesty is the best policy. But if you're trying to have a good time, it's like, in many areas of life, humanity is screaming out. It's like, we want to be lied to, That's what we want. So, I don't even know if these handicappers are, who cherry pick their records and stuff in a misleading way are doing a bad thing. Because what people want, They don't want to follow some guy who's like, yeah, but this and that and the other thing, my record's not really as good as it looks. They want some guy to be like, I'm 8-3 in my last 11, 9-2 in my last 9 NBA whatevers. And people get all excited, I don't need, they're providing entertainment. If you're trying to have fun, I don't know if honesty is the best policy. I guess it depends on what kind of fun you're trying to have, right? Sonny Betts, shout out to Sonny Betts. $37 Scandler. Thank you so much for your support. Always 37 Scandler. Joshua Smith, are you saying it's all a lie? First Santa, not this? No, I'm not saying it's all a lie. I'm just wondering out loud about whether honesty really is the best policy if you're trying to have fun in certain situations, right? Walla Walla Dose, honesty and respect are related. So fun or not, do you want respect? I guess so. I guess the most important thing is you just have to do what you're compelled to do and take whatever comes from that, If you're compelled to be dishonest, do it and take what comes from it, good and the bad. If you're compelled to be honest, do it and take what comes from that, the good and the bad. If you're compelled to have Twitter breakdowns, public Twitter breakdowns, do it and take what comes from that. If you're compelled to be a computer geek, go for it and take what comes from it, the good and the bad. I don't know, man. I'm just getting philosophical because I'm worried that this night is going to be a negative night overall. Utah State, South Florida. Let's take a look at that. Utah State, South Florida. Let's take a look at that. Neutral site. South Florida, very schizophrenic team. Bunch of nice covers in a row with some horrific ATS losses interspersed. Let's see what the numbers like here. Well, the numbers like South Florida. Good amount. Utah State has been overvalued recently, but that is not going to last forever for sure. Numbers like South Florida. My gut tells me that South Florida is such a wacky team. They returned a lot of starters, but not the greatest starters. Hopes were high this year, and they've been very. All right, the line moved to 5 minus 1. All right, I'll take it. I'll bet it. I'll make an official play. South Florida plus 5.5 minus 115, and that will be medium small again. A lot of these medium small plays here. South Florida plus 5.5 minus 115, medium small. Very schizophrenic team, South Florida. Look at that VCU blowing them out. Wow. Look at that, Belmont. Yeah. Blowing them out. South Dakota State. Blowing them out. I got to start. Yeah. All right. Games lines are coming in. We'll look at these 8 o'clock games. Give some opinions. And then wrap it up. Northwestern, yeah. Kind of how I thought. A modest scoring game. Northwestern down. Yeah, I like the Northwestern team total under, and I like the under in the game. Numbers like Michigan State a little bit, even. Pre-game numbers like Michigan State. Halftime numbers say pass. It's not going to be a play, but I'm just letting you know what they like. And then same deal. Pre-game numbers like the under and the Northwestern team total under a little bit. Same as the pre-game stuff. Halftime numbers say pass on everything. Interesting. All right. I love you all, though. Yeah, Deerslayer Ski. South Florida plus 5.5 minus 115, medium small. That was an official play. What, Tennessee lost? I'm seeing someone say that. You got to bet very, very carefully. There's a great book called Trading Bases about MLB betting. The guy talks about his bet sizing. You'd be blown away by how small this guy bet, right? This guy's a Wall Street guy, created an advanced sports betting model for its time to bet baseball. He believed in it. He put all his work in it. And then he was like, and you know what else? Of course, you have to bet size appropriately. He talks about what his bet sizes were. They were tiny. He was betting like 0.5% and shit, you know? Tiny, tiny, tiny. Okay, let's look at the Lamar and the Nicholls State game, see if anything's up there. We can catch an edge somewhere there. Yeah, Northwestern State is winning. That's nice. Nice to see. When you make, 5 or 6 bets, it's great when you see one of them winning. Lamar minus 6.5 and 75. Let's see what the numbers say. Maybe these numbers are just wrong. Yeah, numbers like Lamar a little bit. Yeah, they do. The numbers like Lamar. Believe it or not, on the money line. See a solid edge on the money line at minus 430. I don't know if I can give that out though, but I have to note it here on my sheet. I'm not going to give that one out, but I'm letting you know what the numbers that I have say, which could be totally wrong. Sports betting ain't easy. It's harder than pimping. And pimping ain't easy. Okay, we could look at Nicholls State. With that very quickly. Minus 8.5 and 71. Again, the numbers like Nicholls State a little bit. But I'm not going to give that one as a public play, but I'm letting you know. Believe it or not, the numbers say there's an edge with Nicholls State at minus 600. My numbers, which could be completely wrong. All right, let's look at some of the non-added games, see if anything's coming in, and we'll wrap this up after these 8 o'clock games are done. Syracuse, always an interesting team to look at when they're at home. Play in the Dome. Some teams can shoot over the defense, some can't. The Dome always adds an element of surprise. Sometimes their games are unexpectedly high or low scoring, goes both ways. This game, of course, had a very low total. Super high scoring first half. Numbers tell me to look under. Pre-game numbers say under. Halftime numbers say pass. Yeah, the pregame numbers like the under. 71 is a low total, though. They'd rank it medium small, but I'm not going to make that one a play. Not going to make an official play. Well, that's what the numbers say. See what else we have on the docket. 8 o'clock game's about to wrap up, I think. What else is coming in? Yeah, people were asking about the book I mentioned. Yeah. Trading Bases. Interesting book. I mean, a great book. And interesting. Radford, Mississippi State. That's an interesting game. New Orleans, Arkansas State, Southern Illinois. I want to see what all these lines are. South Dakota State. Yeah. Oof, and Buffalo's losing. Oh, man. Wow, I'm getting scorched here. Damn. Although Illinois State and Tennessee State coming back a little bit. Damn it. That's the way this stuff goes. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Valparaiso crushed the second half. Total loss, but the team total won. Tennessee getting blasted, but the under's looking okay. UConn under's looking okay. Vandy lost. All right, let's look at some of these lines. New Orleans -2 and 72. Let's look at that. We'll wrap this up very soon. All right, here we go again. Numbers like New Orleans -2. Do I pull the trigger on a public play or do I not? Well, I'm going to bet it. I'm going to bet it, that's for sure. Okay, it's going to be a play. Whatever. Who cares? You guys seem to like that. You guys seem to get something out of this, even if the picks are going down the drain, I think. New Orleans -2. Medium big. Rating it medium big. New Orleans -2. Okay, we'll see. Let's look at Hampton, Southern Illinois. That was a borderline one. It could have been medium or medium big. Went with medium. Oof, Illinois State just lost by 1 point. Yeah. Sorry about that. Although, if you're betting college basketball halftimes, first half or second half, or even full games, most of the plays are going to win or lose by, a couple points here and there. Southern Illinois, Hampton. Numbers say Southern Illinois -250. Yeah, they do. That's what the numbers say. Not going to make that one a public play, though, but I will let you know what the numbers say. And a small lean to the over at 71, they also say. But I can't make either of those a public play right now, the way things are going. Let's look at this Mississippi State game. That's interesting. Minus 7.5 and 73. Wow. Oh, boy. All right, numbers say Mississippi State minus 7.5, minus 115. That's what they say. They like it. They sure do. All right, I'll take it. Mississippi State minus 7.5, minus 115. That's medium, big, or big. That's what they say. All right, I'll grade it. I'll grade it big. Mississippi State minus 7.5, minus 115. The unofficial name of this show, of course, if you didn't catch it when I started it, was Tail at Your Own Risk, obviously. It was called the Loshak's Tail at Your Own Risk, obviously, second half college basketball lines show. We're here to have fun. Mississippi State, minus 7.5, minus 115, big. Here you go. Let's see what else we got. South Dakota State, let's look at that. Florida Gulf Coast, South Dakota State. Two and a half and 74. Numbers like under a bit. 74 minus 120. And yeah, that'll be a play too. What the hell? South Dakota State under 74 minus 120. That's going to be graded medium. South Dakota State under 74 minus 120, graded medium. South Dakota State under 74 minus 120, graded medium. And the Florida Gulf Coast under 36. It also likes that one a little bit, my numbers, which might not be right. They were right for a few weeks. And I was like, why not make a show about it? All right, I'll make that one a play too. Florida Gulf Coast under 36, medium small. Team total under 36, medium small. See how this all turns out. We'll wrap this up in a minute or two. Hope you had a good time one way or another here. The show name needs to be longer. Max is weird, says, love you, Pete, making lots of money, my good pal. Okay, great. Okay, great. Rich G says, sucks I miss out on some of these because my books don't offer them. Yeah, you know, a lot of books don't offer the quote-unquote added games on the second halves. Tonight, that's probably a good thing. Just shout out to everyone. Joshua Smith says, shit's getting deep. I like it. Thanks for always keeping it real, Pete. Love you, man. Thank you, Joshua Smith. 37 Scanler says, you're applying your intellect and skills where it's something you're passionate about. You do that most days, you're winning. Shout out to you, 37 Scandler. Yeah, Ron Lofton says, I never blame the person I tailed. I made the bet. Of course. Intellectually, of course, that's the case. Obviously. But, life ain't that easy. Life ain't that simple, You can't just have something A plus B equals C. Bam, we're done. It's all complex and complicated, Ron Lofton. But you're right. Yes, everyone needs to remember, But what they need to remember more than that is whether you're tailing someone else or making your own bets, unless you have reason to believe that long-term you can be profitable, which is a separate issue, this is all entertainment-based, supposed to be fun, right? Right? Like when you go to a movie or you go to a show, you don't think, wow, I just lost $100. No, you're like, I spent $100. I had fun because I wanted to do it. Sometimes you go see a movie and a show and it wasn't fun. And then you're like, wow, I did get just ripped. I do feel like I lost $100. And then sometimes you see 3 or 4 movies in a row and they all suck. And then you start to be like, wow, you ever get the feeling you're getting ripped off? And then you're like, well, maybe I should stop seeing movies. And that's a life decision you can make. The point is, it's supposed to be fun, whether it winds up being fun or not. That's how you should see it, unless you have a solid reason to believe that you can make money long term, in which case it's a whole different ballgame, and you're probably not watching this show. Or maybe you are. I don't know. Who the hell knows? Triggerman0214 says, we need to find you a sponsor, Pete. Yes. Jesse Nema says, yeah, nothing worse than going out to eat and the food is bad. Yeah. You know what I mean? Kind of a risk you take, though. David Hutton says, like the analogy, Pete. True story. Thank you, David Hutton. All right, we're going to wrap this up. I do what I got. If I have picks that win, great. If I don't, I just start grabbing at whatever I can grab. Life philosophies, jokes, betting stories, betting industry stories, little bits of betting advice, whatever I got, insights into games coming up, whatever I got, I just start grabbing it, whatever I can grab. So the picks tonight might not have done that well, although Tennessee State is now up. I'm seeing here with 45 seconds to go, so that might catch. Buffalo lost by 2 points also. Damn it. Jesus. Break's not coming. Northwestern State's looking pretty solid, though. That's nice. All right, in the meantime, I just spent a bunch of precious seconds just yelling into space, hoping that it's something that someone wants to hear. Arkansas State, let's look at this. All right. Now, I like the over in this one. I liked Arkansas State team total over as well. Let's look at this, and then we'll wrap it up. Triggerman says, David Hutton says, great to see you live. We would love to hear more about how to bet live. Yeah, we can. Rich She says, thank you for all your time and hard work. Yes. Triggerman, we need to find you a sponsor. But yeah, let's find a sponsor. Show them the jokes and show them the life, philosophy that I sort of wonder about on camera. And maybe they'll be like, yeah, this is something I want to get behind. Yeah, the Arkansas State game. I like the over. I like the first half over. I liked Arkansas State pregame. -1.5 and 78.5. Unfortunately, the halftime lines are, oh, God. Here we go again. Saying Lafayette, which was not what I liked pregame. Pregame lines, not good. I mean, not good. Just not. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Who was up at halftime? Who was up in the South Florida game? It was South Florida was down, right? Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, now they're losing by 5. Great in the second half. All right. Great. Wonderful. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, the numbers like Lafayette small halftime. I mean, the numbers like Lafayette halftime. Pregame said pass. All right, I'll throw it on there. One more play. Louisiana Lafayette plus 1.5, medium small, borderline small, small, borderline medium small. It's a science and an art. I will do it medium small as the official grade here. I did like the over pregame. That one is looking good. I mean, obviously, halftime says pass though. A lot of plays tonight. You know, which is par for the course with what I do. But when you're giving out all these plays, you know, publicly and people are tailing and shit. Right, I think that's it. Is anything else coming up? That one, that one, that one, that one. There you go, there you go, there you go. Yeah. The St. John's game is coming up, and then the Louisville game. Let's not wait for that. Let's not beat a dead horse because the plan is we're going to do this again tomorrow. I mean, I have to say this: just whoever's watching right now, 43 people watching, like, you know, the camaraderie, the feeling of camaraderie that I try to promote, that like is worth something, isn't it? Right? Like if you have a great day where I go 6-2 and it's like, oh my God, great show, love the content, blah, blah, blah. Or have a game today where there's a lot of like close losses and maybe some questionable picks and stuff like that. It's still kind of worth it, right? We're sitting here, we're hanging out. I don't know why you're watching, but you know, you got the time to do it. And we're talking about college basketball, talking about life, making a few jokes here and there. I got some jokes. I got a backlog of jokes from back when I was 19 all the way up until now that I could bust out, you know, right? Shout out to Real TC. Chris Comatini said, I tell all losing picks, none of the winners. Jesus, yeah, sorry, Chris Comatini. But that's why you really got to bet size appropriately. I'm telling you, the people who do this stuff for real, for a living, you would be shocked by how small their bet size is. They're betting like 0.5%. You know, they've got their approaches, and then they have what Kelly dictates their bet size should be, and they're betting a fraction of that. You know what I mean? If anyone should be betting full Kelly, it's these guys, and they don't even come close to it. You know what I mean? So you got to bet size appropriately. You know what I mean? It's got to be like, you know, if you're walking down the street and 50 cents drops out of your pocket, you're like, okay, whatever. If it's windy and cold out, you might not even, you know, reach down to pick it up. And that's the way I am with my betting. But like I said, I suffer from AIPP syndrome, which means that every play I give publicly, I feel like I'm all in, which is why this is so stressful. You understand? You understand? Walla Walla Dose, shout out to you. David Hutton, I just like hanging out, learning betting. You guys are the best. David Hutton, I'm going to try to, I'm going to figure something out where you guys can like ask questions and I can get them answered. I can get stuff answered. I know some insiders still, you know. Tennessee State came through, very nice. That was a big rated play. Jesse Nemeth, Leonard Porsche, shout out to you. Yeah, so right now the plan is to do this every weeknight. I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know what's in the future for this show. Seems like it's fun. How are the picks going to do going forward? I don't know. How many people are going to watch the show going forward? I don't know. Is it going to be, you know, a valuable show if the picks do well, if the picks don't do well? I don't know. Is a book going to sponsor it? I don't know. Am I going to get a second computer to make my numbers analysis faster? Probably. That I do know. Yes, I will. Yes, definitely. But that's about it. Shout out to Rich G. Shout out to Jesse Nemeth. Shout out to Max is Weird. Shout out to Deer Slayer. And we'll be back tomorrow doing it all over again, analyzing the Halftime Lines college basketball, starting with the 7 o'clock games tomorrow night. Look for the link on YouTube. Shout out to everyone. I loved it. I know I said it like 55 times this show. I meant it every single time. And if you tune in tomorrow night, I'm going to say it another 55 times tomorrow night. Thanks, everyone. See you then.